Hello and welcome to the program Success in Life. We are back with you to give you some advices on how you can be successful in life. We have a very interesting topic to speak about today, so stay tuned for the next 30 minutes and I'm sure you will learn something out of this program. You will surely be inspired. As always, I'm here with my co-host Morris. Hi Morris.
Hi Frank.
How are you today?
We are fighting always for success, and we are here ready to show to you one more step for you to be successful in your life.
Watch now today's theme and I'll be back just after that.
The definition of success differs from person to person and field to field. So who is a successful person and who is a failure? Do school and college grades and examination results provide a way of predicting or ensuring future success? If this is true, then we should encourage as many young people as possible to go to university and work hard to gain formal qualifications. But is it true? I mean, aren't some college dropouts like Bill Gates and Richard Branson hugely successful icons of success? And should we automatically consider the millions of young people who have not had the opportunity to gain academic certificates to be failures in life?
Well, it's an interesting theme. As I've said, we are talking about qualifications, the only route to success. We know that we are always being encouraged that we have to learn, we have to study very hard. You need to go to college, you need to go to the uni and get that degree, that diploma, that certificate and so on, which, yes, it's very important. However, having a very good education, having your diploma, your degree, spending up to 7 years in the uni, does it guarantee your success in life? Will you automatically be successful in life? You know, Morris, we have seen that there are many graduates that are at home unemployed. There are many graduates that are really frustrated because they can't even get the job that they went to study for. And it's really devastating for them.
Yes, many people, they have their diplomas there hanging on the wall, but when it comes to the time of being successful in the profession that they have studied for, they are not even performing that profession. Some people, they have the diploma of a doctor, but they are performing another profession. They are driving a taxi, for example. They are doing something different because they could not get to work in the profession that they have studied for, which is very sad and show us as well that though the diploma is something that is meant to make it easy for you to get successful, is not the key for you to be totally successful. There are things as well that will depend on you for you to get let's say, to accomplish the success in your life.
So Morris, the burning question is, does qualification ensure your success? That's the burning question. Does qualifications ensure your success? Well, the answer is both. Is yes, and the answer is no. It is yes because you will be able to excel once you get the job that you studied for. And of course, you will have passion. It is the job of your dream. You went to uni, you studied for many years for that kind of a job, and so on and so on. So yes, your qualification can give you success in the field that you have studied in once you have the job you studied for. No, it can be also the correct answer, Morris.
Yes.
Because there are people, unfortunately, who studied so much as we have said here, but they can't find the job they studied for and they are so frustrated. And why not say that others were actually told by others, by someone, by their parents that, you know, you have to study as a doctor or as a dentist or as an engineer, but it was not what they wanted. It was not their dream. It's not their talent. They are good in doing something else rather than what they were told to study. So they can't find a job and also they are not happy about it.
Yes, and many people that they have studied for a profession that they don't like, they don't want to do, people told them to do it, so they, let's say, following the advice of someone else, they start learning that this is not what fulfills the person. So, of course, the person may not be successful in that field because it's not what they like. And the best thing for you to be successful is to work doing what you love, doing what you have passion of doing. And if there is no passion, if there is no love in what you're doing, probably what will happen is that you are going to be frustrated, as many people are. Many people that have diploma, they study, but they are lacking something to push them forward. They are lacking that drive to do the thing that they are doing.
It is also important that, we need to create, the government, for example, and the people themselves need to create jobs for the training that is being offered. If we send people to colleges and universities to be trained to be engineers or doctors or whatsoever, but we don't have resources, we don't have companies, places where they will come and work. After all, it's a waste of time, because everybody, all of them, they go to study, but when they come back, there is no job at all. So we have to create jobs ourselves. So going there and studying hard, getting your degree, does not necessarily mean that you are going to be a successful person. And we also know that success depends on the person himself, not necessarily on his education, the level of education. Because there are people who are not that educated, however, they have determination, they have a talent, and they are working on it, and they are making a huge difference in our community.
Yeah, there are many people that we know that they have no qualifications. Some of them, they have not even studied properly, but they do a work very nice. They do a work with very good quality, because it's the work that they love doing, it's the work that they learn to do. So when a person don't have the qualification but love to do what they're doing, they get their skills, they develop, even though they are not in uni, they are not in school, but they are learning with the practice, with the work environment, with the people that they are working with.
That's it. So don't get us wrong. We say it's important for you to study, it's important for you to learn, go to college, go to uni, but that will not guarantee your success in the future. You need to find a way, you need to come back and seek until you find, and also use your talent if you have any. We're gonna watch now this video and it will inspire you. We'll be back right after that.
Richard Branson. Accused of being a shameless self-promoter and known for his strong competitive spirit, he began to build his billion-dollar multinational empire. Not one to take no for an answer. The son of an air hostess and a lawyer, Richard Branson faced challenges from an early age. His parents set him tough physical tasks to make him strong and independent. I was dyslexic. I had no understanding of schoolwork whatsoever. I certainly would have failed IQ tests, and it was one of the reasons I left school when I was 15 years old. And if I am not interested in something, I don't grasp it. At 15, he dropped out of school to start a magazine with friends called Student. And soon after, in 1970, launched the record label that would make him a household name. Business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming. In 1972, he opened a chain of record stores, Virgin Records, later known as Virgin Megastores. Branson's Virgin brand grew rapidly during the 1980s as he set up Virgin Atlantic Airways and expanded the Virgin Record music label.
The entrepreneurial aspect, I soon realized that being an editor of a magazine, I had to worry about the printing and the paper manufacturing and the distribution. So I had to become an entrepreneur in order for my passion to survive. And I think ever since then, I've never thought, how can I make money in something? I thought, how can I improve the airline industry? How can I create an airline that people want to fly, something which I can be really proud of?
Branson's hard work has placed him 5th richest person in the United Kingdom and 254th in the world according to Forbes 2011 list of billionaires, with a net estimated 2.5 million and growing. Quitting is the easy way out for the weak. Insisting is an alternative for the strong.
Welcome back, and we are talking here about our qualifications, the only route to success. We are saying no, qualifications are not the only route. They are also contributing a lot for you to be successful, but they are not the only route. One of the other thing that we need to look at is what is the motive for going into higher education. You know, some people might not be doing this for themselves. They may be doing it to please relatives, to please parents, to please friends, but that's not their talent, that's not their dream, that's not their gift, and they become very bad professionals in the future, and it will never benefit them anyway. You know, we believe that academic qualification do help, Morris. We need people to be professional, isn't it?
Yes, because a good qualification make easy for you to develop your work and do it with more quality and better. So it's good for you to go and learn new skills and new ways to do things.
But we also say that qualifications do not always ensure the person's success in life. For example, we have many people like Bill Gates, who became a millionaire. He dropped out from school, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he saw that this was wasting his time. There is something that he can do, something that it's his talent that he knows. So we have people like Richard Branson who are millionaires, and what did they have? What qualification did they have? They dropped out from school. By the way, there is this interesting story that I want to read for you quickly about success. You know, the definition of success differs from person to person and field to field. One could take economic success as a touchstone to label a person's success in life, ignoring his or her other failures, such as divorce, health, inefficiency, etc. Others may look at a capacity of overcoming challenges as success, irrespective of what someone earns and the nature of their private life. So who is successful? Who is a successful person and who is a failure? Do school and college grades and examination results provide a way of predicting or ensuring future success? If that is true, then we should encourage as many young people as possible to go to university and work hard to gain formal qualifications, right? But is it true? And some college dropouts like Bill Gates, as we mentioned here, Richard Branson, hugely successful icons of success, though they didn't have those qualifications? And should we automatically consider millions of young people who have not had the opportunity to gain academic certificates to be failures in life? I don't think so. So we are the key. A person himself is the key to his success. See you after the break. Yes, welcome back to our program, and we are talking about our qualifications, the only route to success. And we have answered no, they are not the only route. You can also make other plans. There are other ways to be successful in life. However, qualifications are very important. Yes, they are. You can still be successful without having to go to any college, to go to any uni, depending on the talent that you have, the gift that you have, something that you were born with. It's your gift from God. You can use it and benefit many people around you, isn't it? That is the truth. So we know that there are many, many graduates who are frustrated out there, though they have the necessary education, but ways are blocked, especially because they can't find the work that they studied for. But there are many also who are successful because they had the necessary qualifications. So it varies from person to person. Morris?
Yes, I would say that qualification is like it's the lights of the car. You can drive without light in a broad daylight, but it will not impede you from driving. But in the evening, you will need it. So it's like the qualification is not something that is, the key, the thing more important. If you don't have, you fail. But it's very important for you to be qualified. And if you like in this video that we are discussing here, and also you want to see all the previous programs and see all the things that we have spoken about, you can go to our website, successlife.tv. And if you have questions, or if you want to send us a message or ask any question you have, you can send an email to talk to us at successlife.tv. And on facebook.com/successlifetv is our page.
Now we are going to be talking about tips for succeeding in education. Are you a student? Are you a learner? Are you in the uni, in the college? Well, we want to advise you so that you may do very well and acquire your degree, because it's important that you should study, you should learn, right? Very important. So let us see now the 5 tips for success in education.
The first tip for success is listen and ask questions. You should never be afraid to ask a question, because maybe you have a doubt, you are not sure about something, and you go and you ask that question, which maybe is a question that someone else have. Someone else in the class is listening to the same thing that you are listening, thinking the same way you are thinking. So when comes that doubt and you ask, you are helping that person, and you, of course, you are helping yourself. Don't think that the question you are going to ask is silly, because the truth is there is no silly question. If you have a doubt, this doubt has to be clarified, and this question, it has to be asked. So go ahead and do it. Ask the question.
That's very true. What's the point of having a certificate in your hands, but there are many unanswered questions in your mind? There are many doubts. So you need to ask questions. And tip number 2 is read, and read. So you should ensure that you take in as much knowledge as possible, and not only in the classroom, but expand your reading outside the classroom. Have this habit of reading, and make sure you look up for words that you don't understand in your dictionary, so that you can be able to absorb whatever you are reading. Meditate on it. So do not only read when you are in the classroom. You can read when you are in the bus, you can read when you are traveling, you can read when you are relaxing in your garden, wherever. Continue reading, because the more you inform yourself, the better student you will be.
Tip number 3 is write and express. To express your ideas, to put it out what you have learned is very important, because imagine if you get knowledge, if you learn a lot of things, but when comes the time for you to present whatever you have learned, or when you come times for you to explain what you have learned, you are not able to do it. It's very frustrating. So you should write and express everything that you have learned.
You can do it at home, for example, with your family members, and by telling them what you are learning at school, what you were discussing about at school. That is helping you to express yourself, because sometimes we are shy to do this to other people. But with your own brothers, your siblings, it can be easier if you do that. You share with them things that you are learning. And by doing so, you are reminding yourself everything that you have been learning. It's like you are practicing, you are rehearsing, and those things, that information will remain in your mind.
And when it comes to an exam, you remember it straight away. Mm-hmm. It will be fresh in your mind. It will not be something that you decorate or you memorize. It's something that you are practicing when you're teaching someone.
That's it. Another tip to be successful in education, this is for the students, as we said. Sit in the front row. Many students don't like this, Boris, to sit in the front row. They say, nah, the teacher will ask me the first question. Everything, I'll be very close to the teacher, so whatever the teacher wants to know from us is going to say, to call my name because I'm right in front. So they like to sit at the back, many people.
Yes, the student that sits in the front will be, let's say, in the spot, close to the teacher and exposed to everyone. But the truth is, it's very important for you to be in the seat, in the first seat, because if you're in the back, those who are in the back, they are very relaxed.
Exactly.
You know? They are joking with each other.
Actually, the most bright students, you find them in the front seat, the front row. That's where they are. You know, they are away from distractions and they show interest when they are looking straight in the eyes of their teacher. And they absorb even better because they pay attention. They are very much attentive when they are right there at the front seat. So if you like to be there at the back, be honest, it's because you want to relax, isn't it? What's the next tip, Morris?
Tip number 5 is study, study, and study. It's very important for you to study and review everything that you have learned. For you to study and study and study, not only in the classroom, but also in your house. You can get a book, you can search in the internet, you can search with your friends about the topic that was discussed in the classroom, because the more you study, the more you learn, and it will be, as I said previously, fresh in your mind. So when comes the time of exam, you are ready for the exam. And even if the teacher, he decides to do a surprise exam, he comes in the classroom and he does the exam there, it will be very fresh in your mind and you are going to remember very, very easily the questions, the answer for the questions that you are going to find in the exam.
That's it. And we hope that these tips will help you, student, to do what has to be done so that you can utilize your time at school. We shouldn't waste time by just going to school and coming back empty as if we are not learning anything, right? Now, I want to share with you something here from the Word of God. And I want to read for you from the book of Mark chapter 9, verse 23. The Lord Jesus said, Mark chapter 9, verse 23, all things are possible to him who believes. All things are possible to him who believes, not necessarily to him who is well educated, to him who has many degrees, a doctorate, but to him who believes. So if you believe in your talent, you believe in your abilities, you believe in what you have, in the product that you are making right now, you believe in this business that you are running, everything is possible for you. Everything. We have a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, we have a lot of people who are contributing in a very positive way in the community, though they are not educated people, but because they believe in God and they also believe in themselves. So they are making a big difference. So all people, educated and uneducated, need to believe. Because you can still fail having all your qualifications if you don't believe, isn't it, Morris?
Yes, if you have the qualifications, the diploma, but still loads of questions in your mind unanswered, then you are going to be frustrated even though you have the diploma. So the point is not having only the qualification. The qualification be very good for you, but also you have to believe in yourself, believe that you are going to make something that will cause a difference.
I know a man who had courage, determination, faith, And he was born in a very poor family, very, very poor family. And the only job he could get, because he was already grown up, he couldn't go to school, he was a dropout, was to work as a security guard. They just gave him a stick and let him stand at the gate to watch cars that are coming in and out and making sure that everything is okay there. So he worked as a security guard there. And as time passed, he said, I want to be trained as a security guard. And they gave him some tips, they trained him, and they gave him just a certificate. You know, later on, he decided that he's going to open his own security guard company. He will look for many other people and teach them what he knows and have this security guard company. He did that. Today, he has over 5,000 security guards that he deploys wherever they are needed. And he took it further. He opened schools for computer. He became so wealthy. Today he's a millionaire. I know him personally. He's actually a friend of mine. And he likes to say this: I've never been to college, I've never been to university, but I have all the graduates working with me. Because he has accountants, he has solicitors, all these people working with him, because he's great now. He's great. He's having many, many things that he's doing. Security company, he has a radio station, he owns one, he owns a stadium as well. He has, he's running a waste management, you know, these trucks that collect the streets on the road. He has a lot of them. They are his, and many drivers working with him. And he's very, very successful indeed. But until today, the man can't even read very well. He can't use a computer very well. He's not educated. But he had a daring spirit. He had faith. He had confidence. Let me pray for God to help you to be the same. Father in heaven, I ask you to help the viewer to have this courage, to have this determination. Whoever they are, graduates and those who are not, all of us can be successful one way or the other. We must just have faith in ourselves, confidence, and do what we are supposed to do. We shouldn't be afraid of taking risks. We shouldn't be afraid of trying. We should try. So bless all those who are at school, all the students, the learners, be with them. And also those who are not at school, but they have a talent, they have a gift. They are doing something in the community. They are adding value to life. Bless them, prosper them as well. I pray, my Lord, for all businessmen and women out there. I pray for the government officials. I pray for the Prime Minister of our country. Be with us. Help us to be a winning nation. Bless UK and bless the world. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope that you have enjoyed the program. So whether you are educated or not, believe, go for what you want, you will get it.
Thank you for your attention. See you next time.